Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm Natalie and I'm here to do the mid-month reading for the month of June 2019. The sign of Leo the Lion. Okay. My cards in order here. Give a shout out to Karen. She is somebody, because I don't want to forget her, because I'm very grateful to her. She lives in British Columbia. She's about 5,000 or 6,000 miles away from me on the other side of the country. She's in British Columbia. Go to her channel and check her out. Maybe give her a like and subscribe. She is under on YouTube, Mystic Oracle 333. There, maybe show her a little support. She's extremely helpful to me trying to set up, because I wanted to make these readings live and keep them live from here on out. I know I'd like that, and I know you guys would like that too. And I had to download OBS program because I don't broadcast from a cell phone. Cell phone, you just pick it up and go live, and there you are. Oh, we were a good hour over the phone. And we finally thought we got, there were so many steps and so much information you had to put in. It went on and it went on to me forever. And I thought, nobody on it, like, she knows this program inside out, upside down. I don't know what I would have done without her. At the end, we thought we got it going. We're like, oh my God, it worked. And I said, all right, I'm going to go live right now. And I hang up, I'm going to go live right now. And it never happened. I thought I would refresh my computer, my system. So I rebooted that, and I rebooted the modem. I wanted a nice fresh start so there wouldn't be any problems. And I turned it on. I brought up Google, because you have to have Google Chrome. And I brought up OBS. And there I was. I could see myself. I'm sure, like, the audio, the bar was bouncing, so it was picking me up. And I clicked go live stream, and there was nobody. There was nothing. It's like it was dead. So I tried it a few times. It didn't go. But anyway, she was such a help. I was so grateful. And still am grateful. At least the program's there. I just got to work out the little bugs. If I can get past them, I don't know. I don't know, but we want to know what's going on for Leo the Lion for the next couple of weeks till the end of June. Please bring them guidance, information, answers, heads up. What are these things that are likely to be? One more run through, and then I will cut the deck. Yeah. About here. Bring in Lilith and ask and consult with her if these are your cards. Lilith are the top 5 cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for mid-June 2019 are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for their spread. I thought she was going to say no for a minute there. So the top 5 cards are definitely the cards. All right, thank you. You may rest. Only, what, 9 more to go? Okay. I'm only on the 3rd one, and my eyes are already falling out of my head, and I'm not tired. I spent most of the day doing what I do best, which is nothing. Here's your 5 card spread, guys. Very first card is always your overall energy. We've got the 6 of Cups, reflection, Leo. Card number 2, finances and wealth, the 4 of Pentacles, and security. How appropriate. Card number 3, your hearth, your home, family, relationships, the Page of Cups, imagination, and we have The fourth card of your challenges, should there be any, Leo, the Queen of Wands and Passion. And card number 5 is your message from Spirit. And Spirit is showing you a conflict with the Five of Swords. Alright, so these are your cards. But, you know what? You've got some really nice cards here. You've got at least the Queen and the Page. They're both really good cards. So is the 4, by golly. And the 6, it being 6 in tarot, brings peace and harmony and balance into our home life, into our personal life. And that's such a good current right now, the way it feels to me, that it'll lessen the degree of the last card in your message from Spirit. Okay. Cups being about water, emotions. It's like a Cancer card, really, right? We represent the water and emotions. But that's what it is. Emotionally, a good balance going through here. Really good. Really good, Leo. There's not going to be any spikes of, you know, good and bad, good and like a manic motion or something, high and low, high and low. It won't be like that. Everything is going to, you know what I just heard? What I heard was everything is going to be almost too quiet and too balanced around you, to the point it kind of jitters your nerves a bit. You know, it's that pessimistic saying about if everything is wrong, then nothing is right. I'm used to that. I'm used to everything going wrong, and it makes me unnerved if everything's going right and falling into place without any effort. Like, what's wrong with this picture? That's what I'm hearing. Good or not, I don't know. That's what I heard. So you've got this. The card's about reflection, because reflection is not a true, literal reflection of our you know, our, whatever you call it, whatever you call us, right? Your being or anything, your image. It isn't that. It's reflecting back. The word keyword is back, reflecting back into your past, or the past is coming and meeting up with your present, which means a situation or a person could be coming forward from your past, Leo. And this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. If it's a situation that's catching up with you finally, for somebody you didn't even know until it arrived, that there was even something in existence. It's a weird message, but that's what I'm getting here for you guys. But there could be an old friend or something very familiar from your past that you're reflecting back on. On the other hand, it could be something light that you're just finding ways to slip back into the past in different ways. And in your mind and your heart, you're reliving some old times. You're thinking back to like people say the 50s, right? That the 50s were good. The 50s was an ideal time, an ideal era. As close to being perfect. Everything for everybody, right? It was the time. It was, you know, of family, of tradition, of faith. This kind of a thing. A safe haven. And that's what you're sliding back into. You're back into that. That's what you're looking for, the safe haven of that time that you're relating the situation or this person to. And it makes you feel warm. It makes you feel good. You may find yourself returning to a childhood neighborhood for some reason. I'm hearing somebody out on delivery, making a delivery, find themselves in an old neighborhood. And rather than just delivering what you're delivering and getting in your van or your truck and leaving, you're sitting there for a while and you're thinking, wow, this street has hardly changed in the last 30 years, 40 or 50 years. It's still the same, and your memories are just exploding of what it was like living on this street as a kid, in this community and in this neighborhood. and how you could be safely playing. There were no computers back then. Safely playing out on the street till dark, till the street lights come on. Your friends, your secret tree house or clubhouse. How you guys were in your own little world and it was a good time and everything was good and it was safe. It's so different for you for today. There was just a sense of peace, and that's what you're looking for now as well. You're realizing the light bulb's going off, that everything that was back then is what you're craving now in your life. You're trying to pull the past and all the good stuff with it into your present, into your now, that takes you into your future the same way. You want to feel that connection that you feel to your childhood haven. You want to feel connected to now, in that, at that level, in those ways, that deeply. You're really needing that. You're feeling, I need that. I need to feel locked down and locked into this life, and it's the best place to be, and I'm happy there. You're asking yourself, what is so different now that from back then when we had that, you know? Only now you're here, you're an adult, you probably have children of your own, a family. You still want that sense of it being a safe haven, a safe world to be in. You still want that for yourself and your family, your kids and whatnot. You really believing you can that is interchangeable. That why can't you just apply it to now? The same ethics and the same rules. Why not? But you're finding a sense of peace and security and comfort. That's what you're looking for, that you had back in the day. You want that back now. It's becoming important to you. The advice is to go ahead and enjoy reconnecting to happier times. Fill your boots, you know. Remember, when your focus goes, that's where your energy goes. Remember that's going to play a role here somehow. You're looking like wanting your life to be more entertaining and more inspiring for you, and for your future as well, is what you're trying to bring in here. It's a beautiful message, and it's the overall essence for what the rest of the month is all about. It's enjoyable. Your keywords are friendship and visitors, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. It's a great card. It's a long one, but it's a good one. So now we're looking at your finances. Like, this is good. I see stability for some of you. Your bank account isn't necessarily shooting through the roof, but it's not dropping at all. It hasn't dropped at all. You're holding your own. The bank account's holding your own. The money flow's holding its own. The Four of Pentacles, security, the security card of tarot. Fours as well are being about stillness and calm, rest. It's stopping and resting and just being, kind of thing, and letting things unfold, not throwing your influence around on things. You find it works better that way for you. It's like getting in your own way and ruining your own good time. Yeah, don't do that. This is a card of calm and order. You're being encouraged to be open to change and to not fight it so much. At least consider any changes that come in. Consider them before you dismiss them. You may pull one good one out of 5 or 6 things, and you may actually say, wow, did I get lucky? Here's an opportunity, and I'm taking it. Whatever that is for you, it will mean more money. It'll mean more securities, and more than just money, but securities in different ways. So this is a great card for you guys to get. It's beautiful. Your finances are on track, and you're being advised to enjoy this time of abundance. You're feeling very comfortable within your financial world. You're not worried about paying the mortgage tomorrow, or the rent, or car payment, or anything like that. You know your bills are being met. Anything on top of that's a bonus, and you feel that makes you feel abundance. You're grateful for it. Stillness, stability, order, balance, protection, property, and finances are the keywords that go with this card for you. That's a great card for you. It just money problems, there really aren't any. Your next card is your hearth and home and relationships. We've got the Page of Cups, and he's all about your inner child. He's all about your imagination. He's all about going upstairs, taking a trip, but never leaving the farm, kind of a thing. A staycay, as they say. It's not costing you a cent. The only thing it's costing you is time and working at your imagination to give yourself that breather. Nobody can give it for you. Nobody can say to you, okay, you go take a break and have a, you've got to go when you've got to go. It's kind of like going to the bathroom. You've got to go when it's time. We know when we hit that limit. And if we're at work, or if we're at a grocery store, or sitting on a park bench, or hopefully not driving, you just kind of zone out for a couple seconds and you're not there. You're on automatic, that part of you. You know, some people say, I had so much on my mind, I knocked off work, I drove all the way home, and I don't remember 1 minute of it. I only remember leaving work and pulling in the driveway. That's scary, but you go on automatic. I don't know how that happens. You absolutely know where. You say, well, where was your head? Oh, I know where my head was. It wasn't registering that I was operating a heavy vehicle, bad as taking drugs or something. But that's your time. That's when you feel, or you're sitting at work, you know, and you're at your desk and you're just taking a breath. It's been a busy day. And all of a sudden you're somewhere else. There's something that triggers a memory and you're drawn back into that again. And that's your being good to yourself. That's your allowing your brain to go at ease. You know what I'm saying? Like in the military, it's stand at attention and you're working and you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're being the grown-up and you're at attention. And then there's a moment that says, at ease, soldier. And the brain just goes. It just melts. There's a melting going on. All the ridges and the sharp corners of the mind, they're gone. In those few minutes, everything is soft. There's no feeling of need or want. It's just a memory. It's something, and with this, like I say, you're thinking back to that childhood where you grew up and how the feeling, you want that feeling back so bad. And it's all how your imagination's going to be playing a big part of your downtime during the last 2 weeks. And really, it's like getting fertilizer to make you grow. That's what it's like. It's like fertilizing your plant, your rose bush. You know, you notice maybe you say, oh, it probably needs fertilizer, it needs food or something, and you nurture it, and all of a sudden there's a big growth spurt. It's the same with humans. We need that break where nobody else is involved, and it's just us in that moment. I get a lot of them, and sometimes I'm caught, and people say, what? And I'll, what? They go, what? What's going on? What do you mean what's going on? What's that look on your face for? What are you thinking about? You know, none of your flipping business or my private thoughts. You know, that's what we need, that little bit of me time, a little bit of private time. We all need that. It's a refreshing break just from life and life around you for just even a moment. That's a good way for you to nurture yourself, Leo. It helps keep your perspective pretty on the straight and the narrow. You're a better person for it. There you go. So that's that. For that was a long card, turning into a long reading. But yeah, it's a good. There's good stuff. There is good. Like the page is all about bringing you messages. The page is all about delivering information, and that's why when change, you see change, some kind of a change, or you're contemplating a bit of a change in your life. Don't dismiss it right away, but think about it. Like I said, there could be one good thing you draw on. It'd be one of the smartest things you may have ever done for yourself, for your family, for your life. And the next card we have is challenges. What's going on here, Leo? I'm like a kid. That's a diet root beer. Ha! It's a root beer. It's not the best. It's A&W root beer. And they're okay. The best root beer that's diet is the Mug. M-U-G, Mug. And you can get Mug regular all over. Try to find it in diet. It's impossible. Queen of Wands and Passion. Ooh. Hot stuff, baby Leo. What's going on here? Challenges at that. keeping a lid on it. That's what I just heard right off. As far as passion goes and blowing your top, having a temper, having a hot expression of some kind. And that's what I heard. It's blowing your top. You got to watch that. You got to keep that lid on. You can't be losing it. See, where this is a general reason. Go body slam somebody else's window. They do. The big June bugs, they just thump against they're drawn to the light. I still don't know why that is. They live off of the ground, grub. They eat off of roots, so they hide or they live, and they come from underground, and at night they come up. They're always in the dark, but when they come up, they see light, they go right for it. They actually body slam the windows. They fly at them with all their might, trying to get in at the light here. It's creepy, and they're creepy looking, and I hate them. So, this card finds you more passionate, Leo. Whoa. Well, most Leos are quite expressive. I don't know of any real quiet Leos, withdrawn Leos. They're out there. They hold their own. Put it that way. Not that they have to be the center of attention, but they do hold their own. This card finds you more passionate, more on fire, more talkative, more animated. You're real quick to be the first one out the gate. What I mean by that is the first one. If the family or friends decide this is what we should do, and you're the first one out the gate, and you're saying, follow me. You're like the leader. You're the kindling that starts the fire, kind of a thing. You're leading by example as well. This could be for the sake of children, should you have children in your life. This card wants you to stop and have a talk with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that you're passionate about? What is it going to take for you to fulfill yourself so that you're content and you're full of, comfort, safety, feeling good. Work doesn't feel like work. Work feels like fun. Not many people do this. I do remember having days and nights like this where you're so excited for the next day. It's like a kid at Christmas, I guess. You go to bed earlier than any time you've ever gone to bed before because you want to sleep right through because you can't stand it. You're so excited. But that's a rare thing, and it's special when it happens. But we all want to feel like our job, our work, whatever it is that carries us through, and living, within society, that we were excited about the next day. I only know one person like that can't wait to start work every day. And they're very happy and they're content. But if we could all have that, what a wonderful thing that would be. And maybe that's what you're looking for. Not being able to fall into the humdrum of life itself, and we all do. I'm in that. I'm in the humdrum, the drolls, the duds. One day blends in with the next, blends in with the next, blends into the one from yesterday, blends into the next, and never changes. And you don't want to fall into that, Leo. That's the last thing you want to do. Yes, you want to eat a life of ease, but a life of freedom, but a life of joy, a lot of color in your life. You don't want gray. You don't want your days to be gray. You want your days to be full of pops of color here and there. That's basically what you're looking for here. And allowing yourself to feel your own passion. Don't try to work around people that are closed off from their emotion. This energy doesn't like that. The Queen doesn't like it. The Queen likes to make her rounds with people. The Queen loves people, feels herself drawn to people. If this isn't someone you know, this is you. And doesn't matter the sex, male or female, doesn't matter. We're looking here at somebody that's very warm. They can be standoffish and cool when they need to be. They can be quiet when they need to be. But somebody that's warm. And they're really making an effort reaching out to some people. And these people are closed off emotionally, and it just about drives her crazy. She can't stand it. So there could be people like that out there that you're reaching out to. And they're not responding the way they're supposed to, not the way you think they should anyway. You're thinking anybody else would say or do this or that, and they're not. And you're frustrated with a few people that are in your life right now. I don't know who that is. I can't say any more about it. When this card shows up, and if you're identifying with it as the you card, which is you, and say, yeah, that's all meant for me, then basically, she's telling you, because of your inner passions, it's time for you to start honoring your talents. Not just fly-by-night stuff. Oh, I'll work on that later. Yeah, I always enjoy doing that, but I'll do it in 3 weeks go by and you haven't touched anything. Make it a daily passion. If it's your passion, make it a daily thing. And focus on that and bring it in, because that's what's keeping you the most well-balanced of all. Because you're feeding yourself where you need to be fed, and having artistic talent and giving way to it is a spiritual experience in itself. When you get in the zone, feed into that, because that's where you feel your best. That's your time. Take it and use it well. The advice of the card: follow your intuition. Make the best decisions that you can. When you're following your intuition, that's when you will make the best decisions. These decisions may have to do with some relationships or some work projects. Keywords: leadership, creativity, intuition, strength, relationships, and my favorite word, when used in the right context, integrity. All right, last card, and this is lessened. It's not as bad as it would have been if it wasn't for the cards that you had before it, Leo. Five of Swords and conflict. You just give me a moment while I listen. Having an argument with somebody. This is a repetitive thing, whatever it is. That's one thing about this card. It is repetitive. It's an old argument that keeps coming up all the time, and it's never resolved. And at the end of that argument, you always say, I'm glad that's over with. Until next time, it's coming back, and the reason it keeps coming back over and over and over again is because it's never really resolved. It's just argued about. The subject is just argued over and over and over again. You are so tired of it. Being falsely led about, this being over. We can move on past this and let it lie, and it never does. Something always sets it off. You're just feeling battle worn. And whenever you fight back really, really hard, you end up coming out, you feel really small about it. It's too easy, really, Leo, to get down and dirty. It's easy. It's harder to not get down and dirty. It's harder to remember a place of an amiable atmosphere instead of going on the attack and going for someone's throat. It is harder. It takes more out of you to keep the peace, we'll say, rather than to blow off and tell them how you really feel. Huh. But you do that, it'll be the only time you have that argument. But that threat is there for some of you. On the other hand, there's at least one of you out there watching this reading, and somebody has stabbed you in the back, and it's somebody you trusted, you thought was trustworthy. They've been devious. They've been unkind. They've been cruel, nasty. You don't deserve any of this. It has wounded any partnership or friendship that was. It's ruined it. You're very, very deeply moved, very, very hurt. This person has done this, and the person that's done it to you, Leo, it comes from a place of jealousy and a place of power. If somebody's feeling very, very jealous, and there is a bit of an undercurrent of a power struggle going on. where you say, this is the way things are, it's the way it's going to be. The other person saying, well, I don't know about that. Yeah, well, I'm feeling personal vibrations and energies are spiking in that moment, and they're high and they're sharp. So watch what it is that you do. Watch what it is, what you say. There is power in words, and you can hurt people. And it's kind of hurt that you'll never get over, ever. I know things like all my life have been said to me, and for all the time since I was just a little wee kid, right up to now, and people, the odd time we'll see it happens. Thank goodness it's only, once every so many years it happens, but someone will say something, and you just feel it's like the air has just, rushed out of your lungs, and you feel like everything's dizzy, and you're feeling like this isn't real. That person did not just say that to me. Oh my God. And in that moment too, you're never going to forget this moment. And you can act like you're over it when you're around them and you've moved on, but it scarred you. How could anybody talk to me that way? None of that is true. What is going on? OMG, big time. So, there could be some communication problems within families. The card also shows that as well. We're talking immediate family, extended family, relatives, and so on. If there's a blood shared, their family, and there is conflict in there. Two people being at opposites. One person's on one side, one person's on the other. Somebody's being unfairly ignored, or they're being unfairly overruled, where their thoughts and their opinions should count, and they're not. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Deep hurt comes out of that. Be careful, Leo, how you treat other people. On the other hand, be careful how you allow people to treat you as well. It goes either way here. The only good side about all of this is, for some of you, not everybody, but some of you are going to see that everything is now finally out in the open, and there's nothing hidden. There's no hidden agendas. There's no hidden opinions either. The truth from everybody is right out there. The advice is to stand your ground. If this is your belief and this is your thing, stand your ground for it. Have that integrity to back up what you believe in. Don't budge from that. You can say, I'm not fighting with anybody, but I'm not budging from my decision either. I have my opinion. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. You don't need to respond in an aggressive way to people that do come at you. It seems aggressive, like, whoa, that was aggressive. You don't lean back in their face to give it to them. Try to be assertive and say, I'm not here to fight with anybody. I'm not here to kiss up either. This is my truth. This is my opinion. And I like to think my integrity is one thing that nobody can touch. I'm not changing my mind. I'm taking a stand here. You're not gonna move me. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm pretty strong on this. You put that right out there. It deflates the other side a little bit. Kind of puts you on an even keel with them. Things are more likely to work in your way, but everything's going to be out in the open. You'll get further by being assertive than any other way. Arguments, bullying, unfairness are some of the things, but remember I told you a lot of this is lightened by the cards. The last word in your reading here, Leo, is resilience. Of course you are. You're the lion. You are resilient. You will rise again. You'll rise back. There we go, Leo. I hope you liked that reading. I hope it gave you some guidance and some direction. I hope it resonated with you, and I feel you guys are going to be okay. Some of you, I just heard, some of you are going to feel like you're stuck in a time warp, and you're not going backwards, but you're not moving forward either. You're kind of stagnant. So anyways, just putting that out there. So thank you very much for being here, everybody. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified the next time Bay of Fundy Fortunes is posting anything at all. And I am hoping to go live down the road. I'm working on it. But I can only sit here for so many hours, and then I'm done. It exhausts me. So anyways, yes, you can also join us on Facebook if you'd like. It is a closed and a private group. Everything that goes on in that beautiful room stays in there. It's drama-free. Everybody gets along. It's very Zen-like and highly supportive. You won't be sorry. I'm sure you won't want to leave, but you can leave anytime you like. So that's about it for now. I'm just going to say, please keep the light in so you can share that love. And, oh, I forgot, if you want a private reading from me, check down below this window and read through, grab my email at the end of it, ship it off, and I'll get you taken care of. I knew there was something. So anyways, yes, please keep the peace in so you can share that love and that light out with the rest of the world. And one more thing, watch each moment as you live it, because you are living under the microscope of the universe, and notes are being taken. I wish you the best of the last 2 weeks, and hope to see you back in July. Bye for now.